Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. After studying the Quran, Shirah Nabawiyah will come. If I talk about fruit like guava or apple, then the fruit that contain the Quran and Sunnah, the skin is asirah, which means they are attached to each other. It's hard to separate the two. Abraham was born from two parents, but what is mentioned in the Quran is the name of his father, Azar. Ibrahim alayhi salam was born from the two parents, but what is mentioned in the Quran is the name of his father, Azar. At the time, he was born in Babylonia, and Ibrahim alayhi salam from the native Babylonia tribe. Babylonia is the name of the city in Iraq, and it has its own tribes. This tribe itself is not an Arab tribe because of the Arab themselves, and because at the time the Arabs and the time of Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salam were only in one place. They haven't split yet. Babylonia had its own tribe, and Ibrahim alayhi salam at the time was born in one night, one afternoon before Maghrib, before evening. Well, on the exact day where Namrud, the king at the time, declaimed to be a god. At the time Namrud's father died, and Namrud was crowned king at the time when he crowned himself as a god. So after his father death, he claimed that himself as a god, and at the time, those who recognized Namrud as God were allowed to get whatever they asked for wealth, asked for gold, asked for land, asked for anything to be given. Then people agree to the matter in the rules. And at the time, there, there's no apostle who was in Babylonia at birth of this Ibrahim alayhi salam. At the night, Namrud had a dream. He dreamed of seeing his kingdom destroyed, burning here and there. Then he woke up his and he asked and he woke up his advisor that night when he claimed to be a god. And he asked to the advisors, what does this dream mean? How come I had dream like that? They all didn't know about the dream until one person said it. O Namrud, perhaps tonight in Babylonia a child will be born, a boy who will destroy your kingdom. Namrud then give instruction and say, in that case, all the boys born in his country tonight must be killed. Suddenly with his mother met Azar, prophet of Ibrahim alayhi salam father. After knowing this information, and he know that his wife would give birth to Ibrahim alayhi salam tonight, that his wife will give birth to Ibrahim alayhi salam tonight. So Azar came to his house and told his wife, take Ibrahim to the forest so that Namrud doesn't kill him. In Summary, Ibrahim alayhi salam was taken there. After being taken to the forest, when Namrud was around 30 years old, he continued to proclaim that he was God until he was 70 years old. And at the time, Ibrahim alayhi salam was 40 years old and was crowned Ibrahim alayhi salam as a prophet. So, the first things that Ibrahim alayhi salam sent on the first day by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in a public way. Every prophet is usually visited by Jibril alayhi salam. Is visited by Jibril alayhi salam, and they say that you are a messenger of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then the words of God were given to him. Ibrahim alayhi salam at the time came to Babylonia community to place a worship. There was a big temple. Then Ibrahim alayhi salam said to the people around him. At the time, Ibrahim alayhi salam entered the place of worship, and they saw and gave offerings, giving all kinds of. Ibrahim alayhi salam, before arriving at the place of worship, some said there were many statues on the roadside. Then he addressed the statues that were in the street and say, "Why are you considered as a god?" Then there was no response. Then Ibrahim alayhi salam took a stone and threw it at the statue, and of course, there was no reaction at all. Abraham came and beat the statues around it, and it didn't it didn't move. With Ibrahim alayhi salam seeing that there was nothing, firstly, when he was crowned as a prophet, he had this incident that made Allah crown him as a prophet. He sat in the forest and asked, "Who is my God? I think this sun is my God." And then he waited until it was morning. Eh, I think this moon is my God. And then he waited until it was morning. He had time to wait for a voice, whether there was any voice, but there was none. Tomorrow morning the sun will rise, and they say, "This is like my God, because it is bigger." And he waits for it until the sun set, the sun disappeared, then he say, "Then this is not a God." Then he say, "I surrender myself to the one and the most high God to give me guidance." Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave him a sign of prophethood. And that's all for my storytelling. My name is Devatrama. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.